can see it.
All right. So this tier is ordered by it goes from
Cosby.
godly to amazing, awesome, great, good, okay, tolerable, trash, and don't know, never listen to. Now
All
we
right.
170 bands from 1960 to 2020.
Yeah. We're not going to do all 170 because some of these we've just never heard of.
Right.
We'll
So
keep to the ones that pretty much a lot of people know.
right. So let's start with the first row. ACDC.
Ooh, AC/DC.
I would say ACDC is pretty great, right?
I would probably put them in awesome. Uh,
Awesome.
just because their album, what was the Black album, I think, AC/DC is like one of the best selling albums of all time.
Yeah, that's a classic
Also has
rock.
the bangers like Highway to Hell, TNT, so they got some hits. Thunderstruck, so they're definitely up there for sure.
Stadium football. I like to think of their hits as like stadium football or football stadium jams, football stadium anthems, stuff like that. So
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely. 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 Yeah, let's see who
I
else is on that first row.
think awesome.
Um,
So
ooh, Arctic Monkeys.
Arctic.
Okay. Where are
I've
you
only
putting them?
I've only listened to like two Arctic Monkeys albums. Um, it wasn't bad. I mean, I think they make good music. I would put them in the good category. I mean, I wouldn't say they're as good as ACDC. Like I wouldn't put
No, yeah. I agree with that. I would put them in the good category because like I listen to their music. Their earlier stuff definitely was more like hardcore kind of rock, and kind of like listening to their stuff recently, they've kind of mellowed and changed their sound, which isn't a bad thing, but their my favorite album from them is definitely A&M AM, which came out in 2014. Got some hits on there like Do I Want to Know, Are You Mine. It's a great album overall.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm cool with putting them in good for sure.
All
Um,
right. Other noticeable names.
yeah,
Beastie Boys. I don't even know that much of Beastie Boys music.
yeah. I mean, I never really considered them to be a band. I consider them more to be kind of like a rap group,
Uh,
rap trio, you
yeah,
know. Um, so
we won't put them on here then.
yeah.
I only know if Beck could be because he won that Grammy for Album of the Year years ago. I think over like Beyonce. I think I don't know.
Oh yeah. I remember that back. Yeah. I never really listened to his music though.
He's not a band. He's one person.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
we won't include him on here.
Yeah.
Bon Jovi. I don't think I've heard many of. Wait, are they a band or is it just one person?
It's like it's like it's like a person, but like he has a band, like a touring band,
Okay,
whatever. You know. How about this? Where are we putting Red Hot Chili Peppers? Where are we putting them?
them.
Yeah,
I think Red
we're
Hot Chili Peppers needs to be either good or great.
okay. What's your reasoning? What's your thoughts?
I mean, I've only listened to like three Red Hot Chili Pepper albums. California Californication is a great album. Um, in their hits like Aeroplane, Can't Stop, and some of their other ones.
Californication.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah,
Californication.
other side. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just either good or great. I wouldn't consider them like godly or amazing.
Hmm.
Um, but
Yeah, like
they
they're
are
pretty good
they are.
though.
Yeah, I think they're a great band. At least their earlier stuff. I haven't listened to like their later stuff, but
Right. For sure. For sure. Yeah, I totally get that. Let's see who else can we kind of throw up in there.
Black Sabbath. Only Black Sabbath song I know is Paranoid because of Guitar Hero, and that is a great song.
I don't really listen to a lot of Black Sabbath, so I don't know if I should put them on a tier list.
You want
just
to put them on
because.
the don't know?
Yeah, don't know. Yeah, we'll do that.
All
Well,
right.
see, I know who they are, but I just never really listened to them. But yeah, yeah, that works. That works. Oh my God, Coldplay,
Now, I'm gonna be honest. Um,
trash.
I was
Best
gonna
thing.
say okay. Like I was gonna say because like Paradise, I think is cool, and Viva La Vida, that's a cool song. But
Oh
like
yeah,
their music, for the most part, to me, is just boring.
yeah. No, I totally agree. Like their first album though was like super cool. Like it was called like Yellow something. I forget. Like that was like really refreshing for the genre.
Yeah,
But now it's kind of like you know what to expect from a Coldplay song, like
yeah.
they just kind of don't really branch out in their sound and it just sounds very mundane, boring and stuff like that.
So
So
tolerable or trash? Where we put
I'm
Coldplay?
putting them in trash, honestly. That's where I think Coldplay.
Sorry, Coldplay
Trash.
fans. It's nothing personal, just an opinion. Uh,
Exactly. Let's see what else. Wow, there's a
Fall Out
lot.
Boy. Fall Out Boy. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. The Fall
Yeah.
Out Boy album where what's the name of that song? Dance Dance. That's like one of their biggest songs. That album was not bad, at least from what I can remember. It was okay. And Fall Out
Okay.
Boy has other hits, but bro, like their sound is just it shifted so much throughout the years. Me personally, I would put them intolerable or either okay because
Yeah.
but their music now is just kind of bland.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Um, you know what? Let's see where the Beatles is. I'm curious where you would rank the Beatles.
Beatles, where
Um,
there's one here.
yeah, they're
Some of these names
somewhat.
are twice.
Yeah, because I'm curious where you stand on with the Beatles, because my opinion might be a little different.
If I can find them.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's One Direction on there, bro.
uh, do you see the Beatles?
Try going up more. Um, what the heck? It's got to be there somewhere.
Hope
Um,
I find it. Let's just keep.
yeah, we can come back to that.
Okay,
All right,
who's
let's
fine?
like look through other bands.
Green Day.
Green Day.
I'd say Green Day's okay.
Yeah, I put them as okay as well. Like Wake Me Up When September Ends, American Idiot. Those are all great songs, but then they made that one album that was like terrible. I remember Anthony Fantano rated it like trash. It was the one with like the really ugly album cover. It was like the unicorn throwing up or something. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know. I don't. I'm
Day.
glad I don't.
Yeah, yeah. So they made a really bad album and their music kind of went downhill. Okay, let's put all right, who should we choose next? There's so
um, Imagine Dragons. This is gonna be funny.
oh trash. 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 Trash.
Imagine
And
Dragons
you
actually had potential. Like when they first came out, the song Radioactive, that's a dope song, man. But then their sound just got really methodical and like if you listen to all their hit songs, bro, they all have big choruses. Like they can't write a song without having this big grandiose chorus in it. It's
yeah,
really crazy.
agreed. Agreed. Um, let's see who else. Oh, I
Maroon,
know where we're putting our first godly band in. You
who?
already know.
Pink Floyd.
Oh yeah, godly. Easily. Easily
I'm not.
godly.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. I mean, Dark Side of the Moon. I mean, I am biased. They are my favorite band, but and it's ironic. I'm wearing a Led Zeppelin shirt, but Pink Floyd's my favorite band. Dark Side of the Moon. It's like one of the best selling albums of all time. And they also had like other albums that are really amazing, like Wish You Were Here. The Wall, Animals, Metal, and even when they kind of like broke up a little bit, they released the Division Bell in '94, and that was still a good album, um, even though it wasn't with their original lineup. So I feel like if a band can still produce good music, even past their prime, they're godly. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I can agree with that.
yeah,
Speaking of Led Zeppelin, I think they're definitely God tier. I mean, Led Zeppelin
yeah,
1, Led Zeppelin 2, I mean, Starway to Heaven, I mean, Stairway to Heaven is like one of the greatest rock songs ever. To this
yeah.
day, it's still played on the radio.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And even
In
on like their other albums, like Houses of the Holies, like
yeah.
over
And
what's the
their compilation album, Mothership, I have that on CD. That's a great record.
yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely good.
It is also godly. I mean, same thing with like the stadium anthems, like "We Will Rock You," Bohemian Rhapsody, like Freddie Mercury, one of the greatest frontmen vocalists ever. I mean, it's just
Yeah, and they were like one of the very first bands to actually have crowd interaction like in their songs, I feel like, like by including the crowd in like We Will Rock You by like boom boom it brings the crowd involved, and so it's just really cool how they were able to do that with their music,
oh yeah.
you know
Well,
um
um,
let's see who else. Wow, there's just so many.
Kiss,
Dude, I still can't find where the Beatles is.
name. That'd be
That's
crazy if they're not on here.
I know.
I'll go ahead and say though, I would put the Beatles in the amazing tier, either in the amazing or awesome. And my reasoning is because I mean, I don't listen to a lot of Beatles music, but I can't deny the hits. Like the hits are there. And then Abbey Road, that's a great album. Like seriously, that's a great album. I still got to listen to more of their music, but I would put them in either the amazing or awesome tour. I just can't put them in the god. I
Yeah.
mean, if you put them in the godly tour, I'm not mad. Like it's the Beatles, but off of just my own personal experience and like how much I know about their music.
Yeah. Honestly, my hot take, I would put them in like the great tat category
Oh,
personally.
really?
Um, like the reason being is you know they started off their career like, I mean, there's no denying like when they were first starting out and everything, like they were getting so much attention, so much traction, like Beatlemania was going crazy and their music was great, but then near the end of their career their music just was terrible, and it kind of, in my opinion at least, kind of tainted their legacy where as like a great band, because I mean, my criteria for a godly band is they're able to make consistently good albums. Like,
I mean, that's the thing. That's why I can't include them in the godly.
yeah, like
Percent.
Magical Mystery Tour. I mean, that album is, I mean, it does have some good songs. Like Strawberry Fields Forever is a great song, but like then it's got like I Am the Walrus and all that other sort of stuff. And even the White Album has some really weird songs on there if you've ever listened to that. Like Revolution 9. Like I understand it's like an avant-garde art song, but like you can't just bump that on the aux.
Right. Like if
Number nine,
somebody
number nine, number it's just like, and then like all this chaotic noise. Like I appreciate it from an artistic standpoint, but in terms of just like listening to it on the regular, I couldn't do that. But like, yeah. And it's got some other great songs on the White Album, but like some of the songs on the White Album, like Honey Pie is Honeymoon or whatever. It's just, yeah. So I agree. That's where I would put them in amazing. They're on
yeah,
here.
I agree. I feel like if you're gonna put them in the godly tour, you're just a really hardcore Beatles fan. And
Yeah.
then I can't really disagree with you because you know the Beatles music and I understand their place in rock music history. But
Yeah,
I
definitely.
can't really disagree with you. I don't know what I said, but um
Dude, they have Macklemore and Ryan Lewis.
not even a band.
Dude, yeah, this list, and the Beatles aren't on here. Dude, this is wild.
Oh wait,
Uh,
there's Beatles.
oh, there they are. Oh, thank God. I was like, I was gonna say, all right, yeah. So let's put him in. Let's put him in great.
Great.
Yeah, yeah. I can't wait to see how many people I piss off with that take.
I was gonna put them in either the amazing or awesome. Cause come together, that's a great song, bro. And Abbey Road is a
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
Abbey Road's fantastic. Rubber Soul is great too. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band is also awesome. Yeah. So
You made a great point though. Like when they started doing drugs and getting into the more weird stuff, it tainted
yeah,
it.
but like when they were doing drugs and everything, they made Rubber Soul, they made the Sergeant Pepper's, they made Revolver. Like those are great albums. But then like they also made the White Album, which is first of all, it's way too long. Secondly, they have some like weird songs, and yeah, so I kind of you
All
get
right,
what I'm saying.
no, I get it. Maroon Five.
I'm
Honestly,
I'm at tolerable.
I was gonna put them in okay, and the only
Why do
reason
you want to say okay?
I only want to say okay because of how great their music was early in their career. Like Songs About Jane album, that's a great album. And the album with the song Makes Me Wonder, really makes me wonder if I ever that one. And then the album with Misery and Moves Like Jagger. But bruh, like really after the V album, their music was just straight like garbage. Like it was just
They're
like it
just
didn't feel like
radio. Yeah.
I would put them intolerable. I can understand that. It just feels like their music now is just so like predictable. It doesn't even feel like a band anymore. It just feels like Adam Levine, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's they lost their whole band vision and everything like that. All right, who else should we look at?
Oh, I put Kiss up here. Where do you put them?
Um, I would put Kiss at, I mean, I don't really listen to a lot of Kiss, but I'll put them at good. I'll put them at good. Like, they have some great hits. New York, what's that one song? It's like Back in the New York Groove.
Yeah, or
Um, great song. I
mm,
Was Made for Loving You, Rock and Roll All Night,
yeah.
you know. So, but they're not really like my cup of tea, but
See,
I can see like they definitely were pioneers in kind of like the hard rock genre and everything like that. So I would put them at good.
I can agree. All right, so I'm putting some more up here because I don't know how much time we have left. So
Yeah.
I know you want to get to the Rolling Stones.
Oh, Rolling Stones, easy S tier.
Godly?
Like, Godly. Oh
I
yeah.
was gonna say amazing. I mean, I don't listen to a lot of Rolling Stones, but I understand their place in rock history. That's why
Yeah.
I said like amazing or awesome.
Okay. Okay.
But I mean, I understand. I mean, what's your reasoning behind putting them in the godly tier?
Well, I would say just I mean the catalog of music that they have is amazing in regards to how they've been able to stick together as a band and still make great songs and be relevant still. And also the way that they were able to incorporate like blues and also hard rock together, just I feel like they did it much more and much better than I think the Beatles in that sense. Um, so um, and also, I mean, they have some great songs too. Like they have some great hits, like "Start Me Up." Um, they have "Sympathy
Yeah, starting
for
with
the
the good.
Devil." Um, "Sat Can't Get No Satisfaction." I got the damn Tattoo You album right behind me. But yeah, I put them in godly for sure. And the fact that they're still touring too to this day with Mick Jagger is just amazing. So that's godly in itself right there.
So we got four bands on the godly tour. Led Zeppelin and Queen were my choice, and Rolling Stones and Pink Floyd were your choice. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I want to get through these four here. MGMT. Now, I love Electric Feel, but I don't know like much of their music. Are
I wouldn't really even like, are they really
they
a
even a
band, bro?
band? Like, isn't it just two guys?
Yeah, like they're just like a duo or something. Like, I don't think they're really like a
I
band.
really don't know.
Yeah.
One Republic. Now, in high school, like freshman year of high school, I loved One Republic. Like their hit songs that they had back then, I thought were really cool. But I wouldn't consider them like great. I would put them like okay, like they're okay, right?
I would put them intolerable, me
Tolerable.
personally. Just because, yeah, I agree. They had some great songs,
Oh
but
yeah.
then the same thing happened with them, like with Imagine Dragons. They just went super cringy commercial. Their
Uh,
hit song Counting Stars, so cringy.
that's a good song, man. Come on now.
I think it's cringy, but
And then
everyone's got
what's
their
that
own.
song? Too late to apologize. Like that's a good song, man.
Yeah, that's a banger, but like, yeah, I mean, you
They
can just
gotta be
see
an okay, bro. I feel like they have to be an okay. But then
it.
you make a good point. I haven't listened to their stuff like post high school, so I wouldn't have a very
Yo, do you ever
informed.
hear someone say, "Hey, bro, put on that One Republic"?
Okay, all
Have you
right.
ever heard anyone say that?
No, you make a good point. You okay? Paramore. I would say Paramore is good. They're a good band.
I
Come on,
mean,
man. That Paramore.
I don't really listen to them that much, but the one song that I listen to, where it's like, was it Still Into You or whatever?
I'm
Uh,
not sure if I heard that
it's
one.
just like I'm still into you. Da, da, da,
Oh
da, da.
yeah, 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 yeah.
That song's annoying as hell.
Bro, but the song "Ain't It Fun" and like that whole album, really, that album was good. I feel like they have to be good, man. They're just too talented. Like Haley Williams can really sing. Like I wouldn't put them in great, but I would put them in good. Like they're a talented band.
Okay, I can I'll let you put them in good for that one.
Okay. Nirvana. Now I don't listen to a lot of Nirvana. But
I don't
I mean
really
Teen
either.
Spirit, that's a great song.
Yeah, and the whole Nevermind album is pretty solid in general. You know, and they were really only together like not that long, really. They had a short stint.
They did.
Um, so I would probably put them in near the top at scroll up. I'd probably put them in awesome.
Oh wow. I'm gonna have to listen to more of their music. But I mean, Kurt Cobain is a legend. Nirvana, they got some hit songs. So I mean, and they definitely have a place amongst the greats in rock music. So I can understand that. Okay,
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix. Now, I love Jimi Hendrix as a guitarist. I tried getting into his music, but like
Oh, the
he's
Jimi
so
Hendrix Experience.
yeah, like he's so experimental with his stuff. And you know me, I'm more of a musical person. Don't get me wrong, I love the experience. I like the experimental stuff too, but I don't mind if you put him in like great or awesome. But I just can't put him in godly. If you're talking about as a guitarist, then yes, godly for sure. But if we're just talking about his music,
So, have you never listened to Axis Bold as Love?
I don't think no, I haven't.
That one's a great album. I would say it's super trippy, very psychedelic. Um, and have you ever listened to the album Are You Experienced?
I think I have that. Like I have one of Jimi Hendrix CDs and I tried listening to it, bro, but like I really have to like sit down and like take it in.
Okay. I
Like some of
mean,
the songs like Purple Haze and
All Along the Watchtower.
yeah, All Along the White, like I like those songs. Those are cool. I feel like I also just don't know enough about his music because I just have to sit down and really take it in.
All
But
right. I can understand if you don't want to put him in awesome or amazing. So I could settle with great.
All right.
Who are some other album or bands go down a little bit more?
Uh,
Ooh, interesting. Wow. Uh,
you also have some of these bands I've heard of, but I don't listen to enough of their music. Oh, The Strokes.
oh, hell yeah.
I
Strokes.
I listened to like two of The Strokes albums. I think they're good, and
Yeah,
they definitely
I actually haven't really listened to too many of the Strokes, but I hear that their debut album's like amazing.
yeah, it is good. They definitely hold their place in like that punk rock scene.
Yeah, definitely. So where are you thinking about putting them?
I think good or great is fine.
Okay.
We'll put them in the great category.
Yeah. I think
Um,
to do like maybe like two or three more. Oh, I see Tame Impala right there. Do you see right underneath Smashing Pumpkins on the left? Go left and then go down, down. See where it says System of a Down? Go down. Take
blind.
your below. Yeah, right there.
System
Yeah,
of
towards the
oh
right.
yeah. Now with Tame Impala, see now I love the Currents album. I think that was a great album. But the album that he put out after that, I think it was decent.
Lonerism, I think, is his best album. It was the album before Currents. Um, so I honestly would put Tame Impala probably at awesome or
I don't know. I think that's a little biased, man.
why? Why?
I feel like
Where do you put them?
I like Tame Impala, but like I feel like he's more in the good category than he is in the awesome. Like I don't know if I can say that he's better than or he's on the same level as these bands. That's just me. But I mean, if you want
Actually,
to
I
put him
mean,
in,
I actually could see your point because I mean, his whole sound, especially his like early sound, um, was basically kind of replicating the sounds of like 60s rock, so like from the Beatles and Jimi Hendrix.
yeah,
So,
that's why I said put him in good. Like he's talented for
okay.
sure.
I could you know what? You know what? You've convinced me. I can see where your viewpoint is on that. So, okay.
Who else we?
I agree with that. I agree with that. And I'm a huge Tame Impala fan, so
Right, right,
I
yeah.
agree with that.
Didn't you see him in concert one time?
No, but I wish I did.
Hmm.
I wish I did. I definitely on my bucket list.
Who else?
Ooh,
Who
where are we putting Van Halen?
you see Van Halen?
Van Halen's on the bottom, um, right there. VH. Look, yeah, right there.
He's definitely one of the greatest guitarists ever, but I don't know enough of his music to really have an opinion.
Okay, because
Where do you want to put him?
I would probably put Van Halen at probably the great category.
Yeah,
Um,
right there with Jimi Hendrix. I can respect that.
yeah, because I mean Eddie Van Halen, like talented guitarist. And I really like a lot of Van Halen's hits, like Running with the Devil, Panama, Dance the Night Away. You know, they have some good hits. And the 1984 album with the little angel smoking a cig, it's a pretty good album.
Mm.
Definitely check it out. But yeah, I would say he's on that level with Jimi Hendrix and all them.
All right. Now,
Yeah, who else do you want to add
all right.
before we go?
So Muse, I think Muse is talented. I've only listened to one of their albums. Um,
I've never listened to Muse. I don't really know who Muse is.
um, you don't remember the song Panic Station? Mm, 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 Okay, we'll put them in the don't know for you. Uh,
Yeah.
U2. I don't know if I've heard a single U2 song, bro. Like I understand their place in rock history. I understand they had the iconic Super
You,
Bowl.
you didn't hear their album that was downloaded on our
No, bro, I did not
iPods
listen to that. Like
without our permission?
so I mean, for me personally, I would put them in don't know because I don't know any of their music. But wherever you want to put them, I'm fine with.
I mean, I don't really listen to a lot of YouTube. But I know they have that one song, Bloody Sunday. It's like Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Like I think it's pretty good, but I don't really have enough I haven't listened to them enough to really form a full opinion, so but
Um,
yeah, man. You want to do
Fighters.
one more? One more band?
Oh, wait, there's two more that we gotta do.
Do
Let me see
more? Okay.
before we get out of here. Let me see if I can find them. Yeah, because a lot of these bands I don't know. You know, a band I feel like is missing on here.
What?
Prince and the Revolution. I feel like they should be on here. Like they were really a rock band. Like Purple Rain, Around the World in a Day. Those were great albums, and like Prince is a great guitarist. That's just me.
Yeah, I agree.
I would put them in like the awesome or
Hmm.
amazing. I wouldn't put them in godly because I mean Prince is really the godly tier. Uh, but with his band, they were like amazing. Or,
Yeah.
but like you can put them in godly tier too, because I mean that Minneapolis sound that was mainly Prince, but I mean
Mhm.
they were great too.
Yeah.
Oh, Fun. Now when Fun came out and they had that hit song "We Are Young" and then Some Nights, I was like they're pretty decent, like they're pretty solid. But then like they just fell off, bro. Like the lead singer, I think he wanted to go single, but it just didn't work out. So I mean, I would put them in like good or okay, either
I would
good or
probably put
okay.
them in like okay, honestly. Um, like I don't really know any other fun albums besides the one with
Just that one.
Young and Some Nights. That's really it. And I mean they're great songs, but like other than that, I mean they're okay in my opinion.
Okay.
But
White Stripes. All I know is Seven Nation Army.
yeah, then let's not rank them.
Foo Fighters. I only know like a couple of songs, but don't really have enough of don't know enough to have an
Oh,
opinion.
the Who? You ever listen to the Who?
I think I've heard like one or two songs.
Baba O'Reilly's a great song.
So where are we putting them?
Um, I'll put them in good.
Gorillas.
I don't really listen to a lot of Gorillas.
Yeah, same. I mean, I didn't. I know one of those songs. Alice Cooper. This isn't this the guy who made the song "School's Out for Summer." Like that's a great
Not
song.
that guy? I don't remember.
I don't know enough of his music to have an opinion, but I like that one song. I have
Yeah.
to an album. All right. Now I saved this group for last because even though they're not a band, I feel like we have to include them on here because people will get upset if we don't. Where are we
Wonder.
putting One Direction?
Uh, I personally would put them in tolerable.
Yes, same. Like
Wow. Okay.
we agree on that one. I think One Direction. I mean, what's that song? That's what makes you beautiful. Like that was cool, but they just felt kind of annoying to me.
I will give them credit. Like their early stuff, it was just classic cheesy boy band pop stuff
Right, it was
that
teen
they were
pop
trying to
music.
shove in our throats. But near the end of their run, they had some pretty solid music. It's like you could tell that their music matured. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and also that one song, History, like that's a banger. I like that song.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I
So I would
mean,
say like they matured in their sound to where it was like, okay, like they're not bad. Like, but I wouldn't just put on One Direction personally. So
yeah. Me personally though, I choose Big Time Rush over One Direction.
yeah. But this is such a good tier list, I think.
Yeah, I like it.
Solid stuff. We'll definitely have to screenshot this and put it in so people can see. But
Yeah, definitely.
this is pretty fun. I enjoyed this. We gotta do this again.
Definitely, man.